Welcome to the Fan Club YouTube channel. Please make sure to subscribe, like this video, and comment down below. Hello, everybody. We have some cool news to share, and you all listening will be the first to know. We are proudly announcing that we are running a weekly giveaway until the first No Bad drop date. The first official giveaway is 2 NHL tickets to any team of your choice and 1 Visa gift card worth $100. Ooh. How to win? You got to enter to win. Follow No Bad Instagram page at No Bad Shop, and then click the link in the bio to enter your email. Super simple, super easy. Be sure to sign up and be the first one to get your name in the lucky drawing. We are super excited. Props to Yelly for setting most of this up, and good luck.
Yeah, we hope you guys win. You listening, you're going to win, so just sign up.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Fan Club Pod. We are having a wonderful Halloween day right now.
Yeah. Kind of, I guess. It's a little cold.
Snowy.
It snowed last night.
You know what I feel bad for? It's all the trick-or-treaters tonight.
God,
yeah.
No
I remember
kidding.
those days when it was snowing and you had to dress up in your costume and just freeze.
You always had to hope that maybe, just maybe, the snow would come in November. It was always back and forth. You never knew.
Yeah. I never had that experience really in Illinois. We were far enough south where it was cold sometimes, but we never had snow. I don't think I ever had a Halloween where it was snowing or there was snow on the ground.
There was one year, I don't know, I was probably between 4 and 6 or something like that. There was an actual blizzard on Halloween.
Did you go still?
Don't think so. Don't really remember, but I just remember hearing of the Halloween blizzard of whatever year.
2005.
Yeah, what did you do for Halloween?
I was just going to say that. You guys, I'm sure you have no idea what trick-or-treaters do in the country. Because I don't live in a town. I don't have neighbors. You would actually have to walk a mile to get to each house, which you would probably hit 3 houses. You would have gone 3 miles and get 3 pieces of candy. So, yeah, you guys have no idea what I would do, hey?
Dude, Halloweens in my neighborhood were sick.
Yeah.
So, no, I can't imagine.
What do you think I did for this? What do you think that I did for trick-or-treating?
You went into town, or someone would drive you around.
Yes. That is actually what it was that since we had a lot of friends in the country, my mom would bring me and my sister, and we would hit up all the country houses that we're friends with. So we would just hit up all those spots, and then we'd usually go into a certain town. So we'd go into Gretna or Altona, and it changed both years, on my age and where my friends were. But after that too, we would typically then go to Winkler because my grandparents were there, and we'd always have to stop at my grandma and grandpa's house in Winkler. So that was kind of what we did. It kind of made it fun because there's different maps that you get to go to, and then
you get loaded up with candy because those farmhouses don't get much trick-or-treaters.
True. That is true.
So they always have tons and tons of candy.
Yeah, was it bad for you too?
No, I loved it. I just went to the same thing Lawson did, went to the close neighbors, get loaded up on candy, drop the bag off at home, and then head into town.
One thing that was really cool because my auntie at that time, or aunt, whatever you guys pronounce or say, I say auntie.
I say auntie.
Aunt.
My auntie. She was across the street, and she was always super, super creative. So what she would do is she would make a kind of a haunted house theme or obstacle course. Sometimes she would take all these cardboard boxes and make a tunnel where you'd have to crawl through, and then there's a maze that you'd crawl through, and she'd put her arms through, and there's these things. Another year she'd have different boxes on her table where you'd have to put your hands in there and feel gooey stuff and guess what it was. And there's always one day she did a penny carnival, so there's always a fun little event that was the coolest stop. I always remember that.
Fun auntie.
Yeah, right.
She was super fun.
Right down from my house, 8 or 9 houses down. Every year, they would always be in the top competition for houses in Winnipeg decorated. Mm-hmm. They had over 100 different props of skeletons and things moving and blown up things, cages, all this stuff. And it's a small house and a small yard. So the entire house and entire yard was just filled with stuff.
It's like Hubie's house.
Yeah. Did it scare you growing up?
Oh, they had some pretty good stuff for sure. I bet you they had like $10,000 worth of stuff.
That's like Superior, that one house in the corner of where we lived. They had like that makeshift haunted house that you walked through their house.
Halloween props are expensive too.
Yeah.
I've seen, there was always one house in my neighborhood who did a haunted like garage.
Really? That's cool.
It was always scary. I didn't go in it till I was like 10 because I was too scared every year.
One thing I think of is like as I'm getting older now, is like people who decorate their house like that, like where do they store all this stuff?
Seriously.
You know,
You got an extra storage locker somewhere
they
in
must
town.
have like an extra.
No way that's in the attic.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's crazy.
Did you guys bring pillowcases on your old
Yeah.
trick-or-treating ventures?
Filled it.
Case, or maybe just some sort of bag.
Yeah.
Grocery
Always-
bags
Always
for
a
me.
pillowcase.
Garbage bag.
Garbage.
Comes
No,
home
just
with a
kidding.
full garbage bag.
That's funny.
We did it big this year.
You know what? I actually never in my whole entire life ever thought about your guys' predicament though, between you two living out in the country.
Farm kids.
Feel bad for you guys hearing that.
I could hit 10 houses in 10 minutes.
Yeah. And be satisfied.
Then
Done
head
for
over to the
night.
next
It was a
neighborhood.
whole evening thing for us.
Yeah.
Start early and late.
Just like farming, hey?
Yeah.
Hey, you like that one?
That was a good one.
We had a pretty fun Halloween weekend.
Yeah.
No?
It was a
Just
lot of
a
fun.
classic
Mhm.
THG fashion. Just
You know what?
pull something out last minute.
I was thinking about it too, and it's like last year and the college Halloweens compared to this year, it's just a night and day difference.
Oh yeah.
It's
Million
crazy.
times
In
different.
college, we would go we would dress up, have so much fun. It's usually after our first weekend of hockey. So we'd have to win on Halloween weekend, and then we get to go
Yeah.
out and have a great Halloween. And this year we dressed up, made some Halloween drinks, and we played cards.
I loved it.
It was fun.
We didn't have that plan like what Cuddy was alluding to until like the event was on Saturday when we all got together, but it probably wasn't until like 1 p.m. in the afternoon before anything was even like put into play. So it was last minute, but I enjoyed it. I'll give the mic over to the host because he was the one
Lawson
who
hosted
hosted the
housewarming.
event.
Yeah, what we did to make it, guys, we wanted to spice it up a little bit, so we did themed drinks, and it worked well because every couple that was there, like we had me and Emma, Yelly Jamie, Cuddy Kennedy, Will and Sam, so we all had kind of like matching costumes. Like I was Justin Bieber and Emma was Hailey Bieber. That was a popular one on Halloween. Might have taken the win over Taylor and Kelsey even of
I felt so bad
the best couple, like the most popular one.
when I didn't know who you guys were.
I wouldn't have
I was like,
known
oh,
either.
Kelsey and Swift. And
I
Emma's
think
like,
think you were a little surprised that I knew.
I was surprised. Cuddy came in and he immediately knew who I was dressed at.
It's funny because your Halloween costumes are always so like casual.
Yeah,
Like,
I
it's just
was
stuff you already have, and
David Dobrik, and then I did the Mr. Smith, and then I did Justin Bieber, and it's just sweats almost every time.
that's great. It's a good call.
Yeah, Yelly, what was your costume? Because you had a good one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think back how the idea even came about. I honestly can't put a finger on it, but I got a guitar in my like living room in my apartment, and I was just like kind of dinking around with it, and I was like, maybe I should be Zach Bryan because we saw Zach Bryan like earlier a few months back. Got a T-shirt, and obviously like you guys know I'm a big Zach Bryan fan. He's probably my favorite musician to date, so I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool. Can put together like a easy costume, like what Lawson was saying. I got jeans, got a T-shirt, got a guitar, and then Jamie's like, oh, I'll be Brianna Chicken Fry, and I was like, okay, like what are you gonna do then? And she like showed me some Instagram photos of her, and I think it actually turned out like pretty good. Like she looked more like a Brianna Chicken Fry than I looked like Zach Bryan. And then while she was getting ready, because we had themed drinks, I was like, okay, let's do something clever here for a drink. And I was looking at all his like song titles, and I came across something in the orange, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna make like a tequila orange juice grenade I forgot what that drink's called because it's like a legit
Tequila
drink.
Sunrise.
Yeah, it's Tequila Sunrise, and the title of it was something in the orange.
Yeah, it was a clever one. It's
So,
good.
I don't know. I thought the costumes came together pretty well.
What did you make, Cuddy?
I made. What was my drink called again?
Pete.
Some peach. Sweetest peach.
Sweetest peach. Yeah. I was Mario, and Kennedy was Princess Peach. So we thought of that idea a long time ago and had the costumes already, but
Or the ingredients.
ingredients. Oh, I was scrambling because there's a grocery store with a liquor store connected to it, like right in front of Lawson's place. So I was like, oh, I'll go in there and see what I can just put together. They didn't have any peach flavors except for one bottle of peach and orange vodka. So it wasn't like really peachy.
You were scrapping your drink together at the
So
very end.
I bought a case of beer. I bought that peach vodka and some ginger ale. And I had no idea.
And
And
he ran down the Frizz's room and got some candy.
yeah, and I got some candy, some sweet tarts, and I threw it in there.
There's a
Where the
sugar
heck
Tasted
did you
pretty
find
good.
those?
I don't know. Kennedy found them, actually.
Hmm.
She must have had a stash still.
Yeah, there's still some stuff hidden around.
Yeah. Let's hear about your weekend, Frizz.
Wait. Will's drink.
Oh, yeah. Shoot, sorry.
Don't forget about the penguins.
Siegelman.
Yep, Sam and I dressed up as penguins. We just went to Ragstock last minute. Everything was like 60% off. So we got just the very simple penguin costume, put it on with the hood and the penguin hat, or the penguin head. And we made, what was it called? Glacier Slide.
Yeah.
Thinking, the thought was the North Pole penguins slide on glaciers.
That's good. Yours looked really good.
It looked good because the ingredients were vodka, lemonade, some blue curacao, and just some like sparkling water for bubbles. But when we made it at home for a trial, it was so much like better and just like you could taste more lemonade, obviously. But when we had the taste test at the party, I don't think we put as much lemonade in. So it was basically just tasted like a blue vodka soda, it was fine, but didn't stand out.
Yeah, and then mine was the strawberry glaze, and that had vodka, Sprite, and grenadine. And a finger. A Halloween
It did have a
bloody
finger.
finger. And apparently we did a little competition according to all of us, which were the judges, that strawberry glaze won. We had the most votes for being the best. I don't know how that happened because it wasn't that good, but beat the others.
Which one was the stiffest you said that surprised you?
I don't know. Probably ours. That was the
I
stiffest.
thought the glaze was the stiffest. I didn't give it a vote.
Cuddy did too, and that's why he gave it a vote.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, it was a good Halloween though. It was
Yeah.
a good Halloween for us here. But yeah, what about Frizz was gone? He didn't join it with us, so
Yeah, we gotta see what the Bachelor did.
I was home I was home at in Winnipeg for the weekend. It just so happened I didn't go home for Halloween. It just so happened it was Halloween weekend, and I knew I wanted a simple costume that I could have something that I wouldn't have to get too much stuff for. So I ended up ordering a Yellowstone Dutton Ranch shirt, which I already had cowboy boots, jeans. I borrowed a hat from Will, a cowboy hat, but it didn't fit, so I ended up just digging in my parents' closet finding one. And I just went out. There's this big like Halloween party at this venue downtown Winnipeg, which I'd never been to before, and it was almost like an opera theater. It had like different levels to it and a big stage and stuff, and I was blown away by it. They did like a really good job for it. They had a big DJ there with like a really cool background and stuff. So I had a lot of fun. I was John Dutton or Casey Dutton or whoever you want to say I was, but it was just a lot of fun seeing my friends at home and stuff like that, and it ended up being a good night, even though it was super cold and snowing. So I think I brought the snow back from Winnipeg to Minneapolis.
Go back to Winnipeg
Mhm.
and get your car back.
Yeah. But I also had a terrible, terrible drive home. My exhaust on my car like fell off halfway through. Like I was just leaving pretty much the halfway point driving home, so I'd have to drive my car up onto a curb, crawl underneath it as there's like wet snow hitting the ground, and then I would have to go underneath. I pushed it back in originally, so I thought it would hold, and I was just driving slow, and every time I hit a bump I just was waiting for it to fall down. And then eventually, boom, I hear it dragging on the ground. Pull over to the side of the road. This time I'm on the highway in the middle of nowhere. It's dark. And I had to like crawl underneath my car, but like now I can barely fit. It's not uplifted on the curb. And I'm on wet grass on the highway. And I took two, not bungee cords, but the ones that, what are they called? They have the clamps on them. They're for booster cables.
Oh, I use those. Oh,
yeah.
What?
Yeah, I used those. I wrapped it around the exhaust, hooked one side on. There's also like nothing under the car to hook it up to. Hooked one side up on one part of the car, another side. So it was
like
held
you clamped
up.
it to metal?
Yeah, clamped them up to metal. That would hold the exhaust up. And then I just drove as far as I could, but eventually the exhaust gets hot, so it melted right through them. And then pretty much like right when I was hitting the border, I knew it was dragging, but I didn't want like the guy to hear my car and like kind of pull me over.
And you don't want to be, crawling under your car 100 meters from the border.
I did it 4 times in total to try and hold it
Yeah.
in.
How hot was that thing?
Luckily, it was like cold enough outside, though. By the time I would get under, it'd be like laying on the snow enough.
Oh man.
So then when
So
I
it
pulled up
just-
to the border,
It just fell off.
Yeah, how did that happen?
well, like the idiots that I took my car to probably a month and a half ago when my exhaust needed repair, they obviously didn't like hold it up well enough because the things that would like hold it up attached to the car weren't there. So there was like nothing supporting it, and it just fell off. Didn't hit anything, nothing.
So it's
Just
not
my
your fault, eh? It's just,
No, just
you
bad
never
luck.
trust a guy in a big city that works
No.
on cars, hey?
Why you need to
No.
go to a small town farming community?
So I just drove with it for the last hour of the drive, dragging on the ground.
You ever think that maybe you're just a bad driver?
No, this literally had nothing. I was leaving the gas
didn't hit
station.
anything?
No, nothing. I pulled into the gas station, went in, was leaving it, and then I heard it dragging on the ground.
Did you know right away?
No, I thought it was something with the engine because I didn't like know what it was, and then as soon as I got it, I just saw it laying on the ground.
What was your first reaction? What was your first reaction when you saw that?
Had a few coarse words to myself, took a
Coarse.
picture, and just tried to MacGyver my way back home. And I eventually got it. But also, another weird thing was, I guess the way it was, like held up, it like pushed my back exhaust up. So my back exhaust, while it was all hot, was melting up into my bumper, melting the
dude.
plastic
God.
up. And then I think it let go after that. Eventually, it got like high enough where the bottom.
time.
main
Get rid
part
of the
fell
car.
off.
It's time to get you your Tesla you've been talking
Start
about.
over.
Yeah, so now I'm driving around my brother's Tahoe here. It's
Big
my
rig,
new rig
hey?
that I have.
It's a good rig.
Gas guzzler though, so that's tough.
Another funny thing that happened was we got Frizz to send us a photo of his Halloween costume. Actually, no. Well, the story goes is me and him were texting back and forth on Halloween when we were all dressed up. I'm like, told him to post a photo on the Instagram story because we wanted to show the fans our costumes, So we all posted one. Took a photo of the guys, threw it up there, and then waited for Frizz to post his. I'm texting him like, yep, ours is up. Go for it. Not sure what he was doing, but he picked a photo, by like a fireplace, a nice little ledge. He put one leg up on the side and did this funny pose. But we all had a good laugh about that because then Will screenshots the story. And what did you say after to it? I don't even know what you said, but
Something about that was a stupid picture, basically.
Just a good group chat roasting.
yeah, we always have good laughs when something like that happens of one of the guys doing something funny.
I always tend to do a little bit of
You went
extracurricular
you went for
when it
it.
comes to an Insta
Well,
story.
you like to entertain a little bit, make it make it fun, make it spicy.
Yeah.
I think people loved it. It was a good costume.
Thanks, boys.
Happy Halloween.
I think the best costume though has to be handed out to David Kaplan, being the bomb. He had makeup on his eyes. It was pretty good.
Yeah, he did have a good, funny costume, an atomic bomb. I never heard of someone dressing up as that before.
No,
But
quite unique.
We'll hand that to Dave to be out of the box.
But before the Halloween party, we definitely had a new experience at a little CrossFit competition.
Yeah, we did do a little bit of CrossFit
Mm-hmm.
on Saturday. Through a friend, it was an event that we went to. We just kind of like to volunteer ourselves for things too. Didn't think too much about it. Hey, you guys want to come to a workout on Saturday? Got some loose kid gear for you. I'd trade any kind of workout for a couple of shirt and shorts. So why not?
It was quite different than what I expected. That's for sure.
In
Walking
what
into
way?
that. I didn't really know that it was going to be like our team of 5 versus another team of 5, and you go through all 10 stations, and it's like a full-on one-on-one competition. I kind of thought it was just like a group workout, kind of like with yourselves.
Yeah,
But it was an actual tournament.
yeah. It was a competition.
It was an
They had
actual
playoffs.
Mm-hmm. You had to do. There was 10 exercises. It was like rows, burpees, chin-ups, push-ups, like a squat press thing, sand bag throw or whatever, sand ball, and then like hurdles and sprints. And it was maybe 6 minutes of overall hard work for 3 hours there, but it gave me a bit of a wake-up call that I should probably do more cardio.
Yeah, because it's not like we've started the workout program for that long, but I was definitely not near in shape to do, and we did the math. We worked out for 6 minutes
Mhm.
within that like 2 hours we were there. 6 minutes, but I was gassed after every time because
it hurt.
we didn't have cardio. Like my throat kind of felt like it was a little bloody a bit from that. You know that feeling
Mhm.
when you haven't. Heart rate hasn't been up, so not.
It was like 45 seconds all out, and you're going against someone else, and you try to get more reps.
Yeah, they were.
We somehow did win.
Yeah, we won the first round
We did win a round
against Minnesota's like top CrossFit guy. For I don't know, age 30 and above, smoked his team.
Yeah, we smoked them.
But then we lost the next 2 and got bounced before the playoffs even began.
And you know what we did after our workout? We went over and had burgers and milkshakes, and snuffies.
You
Snuffies.
earned it.
Yeah, it was really good, really good. And that's where the Halloween idea came to.
Mm.
So it wasn't for that post-workout malt, we would never ever gotten together Saturday night.
How is everyone doing after week 1 of our fitness journey?
Really good, strong. Well, I mean, we worked out technically 6 days last week. I mean, I don't
When?
know. Monday, Tuesday. I did a little thing
the
on
Saturday
Wednesday.
thing.
And then Saturday too. I felt sore Sunday, but overall felt really good today.
It's funny that competition was like tournament style, where you like if you win, you move on and work out even more.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And like in college, when you have like challenges or whatever, if you win the race, you're done. You don't have to go the
Yeah, it
next
was
time.
the opposite.
It was the opposite.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It was
There
a
were
good
some
time.
very fit and jacked individuals
I
there.
bet.
Yeah.
That we walked in our like kind of big loose kid shirts. Hey guys,
Yeah.
we're
The
here
only-
for the competition.
The only thing we were good at truly was, I don't know, talking to the CrossFit people. They're not good at doing short shuttles.
Mm-mm.
And that was like the only thing that we like killed them on. It was like a little quick hurdle and then sprinting down the track.
Except for that one guy.
Yeah, someone tore his Achilles
Oof.
doing that
Ouch.
exact exercise.
Imagine that you're going to a little CrossFit competition on a Saturday for fun, and then
Yep. Ends up
you
in the
end
ER.
Yeah. Oof.
Tough.
That's a tough Saturday.
Yeah, that would suck.
Bad weekend for Achilles.
Yep. Hercules.
Hercules Cousins.
Do
Out
you
for
think
the year.
do you think they're gonna get a new QB?
Yeah.
You do think so? That's today. They gotta get it by today. By
They
4
have to.
p.m. today.
They have to.
Yeah.
Or they just tank and
That would stink though. they finally fought back to 500, whatever.
When's Jefferson back? Do you know?
He should be back next week, but maybe he'll sit out too since he doesn't have a
Yeah.
quarterback anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just hang out, play Fortnite.
How do you guys feel after week 1 of working out?
Today's the best day I felt in the gym
Yeah,
probably
felt fine.
so far.
No soreness. Good.
Soreness
Legs
is
were
going away.
definitely sore last week, but doing good so far.
How about you, Lawson?
Yeah, feeling good. I think that first week you kind of always have to push through being really sore and
Mhm.
hurting, because for the squat, for example, like last week did hardly any weight and I still could feel like a pull and it kind of hurt. This week went up like 20 pounds and felt fine, like easy, fairly easy.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little worried of like pulling something or like tweaking something
Yeah.
today, but I actually felt great. It felt kind of good to like loosen up those muscles again.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like I don't know, maybe like old tractor that needs just a little bit of fuel in it, new running to it, get the chains going again, and that first little go with it might be tough, but after that it works fine.
Yeah.
All it takes is a little
Little WD-40.
little sweetest peach and some candy,
Yeah.
and that's the recovery.
I gotta say, guys, I did Epsom salt bath like on, I forgot what day it was, but it actually works. Like
Yeah, it does.
I felt so fresh after it. So I don't know if you guys ever. I know Frizz does it every now and
I
again.
did it
but
when I was doing marathon training.
get on it, man. It feels nice just sitting in a warm bath, anyways, to begin with. But I felt really fresh after hopping
Don't have a
out.
tub. Otherwise, I would.
Shoot,
No, you're tubless.
I'm
Tubless.
tubless. Yeah,
Mm.
just a
Tough.
stand-up shower.
are you guys tubless?
No.
No, we have a tub.
Got a tub.
Tubless.
Maybe I'll have to come over. Lawson's next Sunday
Can I
adventure.
borrow your tub?
We'll have a team Epsom salt tub.
Yep.
Yeah. I felt good after it.
Yeah, thanks,
keep
trainer.
doing it.
Everyone's feeling good. We'll see how we do tomorrow, though. We're talking a big game. See how those
Day
legs
off
do.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I meant soreness-wise.
Wednesday's the best day of the week. Get to go and walk on the treadmill, stair stepper.
Curl.
Stair stepper killed me last week.
Really?
Yeah. Oofta.
You gonna do it again?
Talk about sore legs.
You gonna do it again tomorrow?
May as well.
Yeah.
I don't. It was fun. It was like I pulled up Netflix. I
Yeah.
watched like an hour TV show, and I just
You walked on it for an
upstairs.
hour.
It was like 40
Oh,
minutes.
no
yeah.
wonder you were sore.
Yeah, you walked up. The
It wasn't
brutal.
fast though. It was like slow.
Do you remember how many flights you did?
No, I did. It stopped me at 20 minutes, so I had to stop and do another 20
Said
minutes.
get off, you're done. But you kept going.
Yeah.
Dang.
We should start getting some, putting some rucksacks on and just going for team walks.
Well, what's your idea that you said today that we should be doing? You said it earlier about a little. What do they do at the draft prior?
At the draft?
Like the NHL draft where they
Oh, the
Combine.
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 The combine.
Maybe after
Yeah.
the process.
Yeah, I think that what would be cool now would be to lead the. You got to be in shape for the combine. So at month 6, when we're done it, we really see who now is the best shape, because we're just testing body fat. But I think it would be cool to complete it with a combine of a fitness test with who can do the most push-ups and all of that.
That's funny you say that.
It would make sense.
In best shape, because like based on those numbers that we took, like maybe that my numbers seemed fine and that I was healthy and stuff, but then doing the 6-minute workout, I was like, I don't think I'm in very good shape.
Yeah, and that's the thing about like in good shape.
Mm-hmm.
To some people, like throw the word around like, oh, you're skinny, you're in good shape, but I mean, someone could have been way bigger than you and kicked your butt in that workout.
And they did.
Yeah. So it's like his shape is hidden. It's
Mhm.
hidden within a lot of other things, but
I'd be crying if I had to run a couple miles right now.
yeah, in the fitness in a combine, for those of you that don't know, like an NHL combine tests all components of being an athlete. Like you have your cardio, you have like power output, because they put you on a bike and you have to produce power for a certain amount of time until you pretty much totally deplete yourself of energy. So there's that, there's bench pressing, there's pull-ups, there's
Jumping,
shuttle, like agility. I think there's even flexibility in it too. So it sums up someone's athleticism and how well-rounded they are very well. I think that's a perfect thing for us to
Maybe
train
we should
for.
hit that trail again, Yelly, on Wednesdays.
Yeah. You guys really missed out on one of the coolest running trails that Will and I discovered.
It's a
Like,
legit trail run.
yeah, it's a trail run. It's so cool.
Up and down, left and right.
I might have to wait till the snow goes now, I guess.
True. Might need
I
some
don't
better
know.
shoes for that.
There
They'll
might
be falling.
not many more weeks left until at least the snow will probably be permanent.
But that will get your heart going.
Yeah. Why did we do that, by the way?
It was
Just
just us
random?
around that day, and we're like,
Yeah, that was cool.
Just a question related to the combine. If you were to get thrown in this year's combine, what event do you think that you would compete well in or place decently? Like right now, do you think you could, crack the top 30 in anything?
what are the weights that they like squat and bench?
That's a good question. I'm sure it's like a percentage of your body weight.
Okay.
Unless it's could be one standard weight.
I think I could do good pull-ups.
Yeah. I think that could be
I think I could.
in the range of what they would do.
But I also don't know how many they do.
See, I think it varies a
Middlestead
lot.
varies a
Middlestead
lot.
couldn't do one.
Right, like, but they also do the hard ones where it's like tempo. Up,
Yes.
down,
Yes.
up, down.
Yeah, I know I would get roasted at anything with the biking.
Oh gosh.
Wingate, hockey players are so good at that test. And the best players like McDavid and Bedard, Crosby, they don't shine too well in the other areas, but all of a sudden you get those guys on the bike and they will put up numbers that easily are in the first place of the combine. I've always noticed like the best hockey players, bench, pull-ups, whatever, they're going to be average, but the bike and like the leg power
Mm-hmm.
is where they hide all the secrets.
I think Duncan Keith has some record at Michigan State
Yeah.
for his VO2.
I've heard that too. And I also heard Chara is really good at
Yeah.
that. Like really good at that.
Char ran a marathon in like 3 hours when he
Yeah.
retired from hockey. The Boston Marathon.
Boston Marathon. I think the only thing I'd be good at is that agility test. Everything else I think I'd be very subpar at.
Yeah. I don't think I'd be good at it.
I don't know. I was always kind of good at the shuttle things, like
Yeah.
the smaller area running things, surprisingly.
Quick feet.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've done some combine stuff before, like the USHL combine and all that. But yeah, you always just find the guys that are great in certain areas, and like if you're bigger, you're better at some things. And like we kind of talked about this last week, but it was always like the smaller, skinnier, naturally strong guys were always just amazing at the pull-ups. They can just go forever.
Yeah. Less weight to pull up.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I could crack the top 30
Bench
in anything.
press. Bench press.
Yeah.
Maybe
I mean,
bench,
maybe
I
I don't
don't
even
know.
know. I truly don't
It's
know.
really interesting how less of an importance the NHL combine is in comparison to like the NFL.
NFL, yeah.
Mhm.
It's like you don't hear like it's not even a big day whatsoever. The NHL
It's basically
combine.
like, hey, are you in shape?
I used to
Yeah.
do a lot of football combines because I would go to like camps over the summer, like throughout high school. And
Yeah.
every camp I would go to, there would be like a combine like that.
You guys are football guys, so why is that? I don't even know.
Well, the NFL Combine is like bench, vertical,
Sprint,
40-yard dash is super important.
There is a shuttle one too.
Because their stats actually like line
Yeah.
up to what they need to be at.
Because
like
and
one-
also
One movement, that display of like power or speed, you think like correlates way more to how good of a football player you are versus like the sport of hockey.
100%.
Mhm.
And the
Yeah, that
biggest
makes
reason,
sense.
and like I think we're all just overlooking that reason, is because you play football on the field. You don't play hockey in
True.
the gym.
Yeah, you're on skates, like
That's why it correlates more.
yeah. And that's why bench is even interesting because you're never planted and pushing with your chest on
Right.
the ice. So it's really, I think, to sum up, like the hockey player thing is kind of like what Cuddy said or whoever said it. It's like, are you in shape? And by having a combine, it forces you to make sure that you're going to be a good athlete still. Even though I played with some I played with guys in college that were 160, 150 pounds, like never lifted weights, and they were one of the best players.
Yeah.
Which is weird how
It just
hockey's like
correlates
that.
differently. Because, I mean, I guess you can count the bench press as important in the NFL for, like, the linemen who every single play they're pushing off
Yeah.
the other linemen. But then again, like, they're still laying down.
Yeah. This is so weird.
I think the 40 is just important, and they do position-specific drills in the NFL one.
like that combine day for NFL, it makes or break the amount of money and where you're drafted. Like,
Yeah.
it's insane how, like, if you just have an off day, you might not even get drafted.
It's crazy.
And I would hate that to have that much pressure into a workout, because when I went to WHL camps and there was a fitness test there, like a beep test, I took that so seriously that because it was for a camp and a competition, I would make myself run until I would puke because I just wouldn't quit. And I feel like it's like I was so nervous beforehand too. It was not good. It was a little bit weird, but I can only imagine if having to go to an NFL thing that would have $1 million on the line and be like, the beep tests were the worst in hockey things, because I just knew it was like, here we go again.
Yeah.
I'm not stopping until my body makes me stop.
And realistically, the NFL guys before their draft have like 2 or 3 combines, because each big college has like a pro day where all the scouts go to that school, watch all their players, and then so on. But yeah,
Never knew that.
they all have pro days. So all the big wigs come in to town, check out their top guys, watch them do a workout, mostly like drills, football drills, but they know what's coming.
Yep. A lot different than college hockey, that's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, we've been talking about sports a lot, and there's probably a lot of people that don't know what the heck we're even talking about, and that's why we started this new segment.
Oh,
Like that one?
I do like that one a lot. Good transition, buddy.
Frizzy has a little new segment that he's going to introduce and take charge of.
First
I think
official
he
segment.
knows it's coming.
Yeah, of course. The no bad hockey questions.
Bum-bum-bum.
Sponsored by No Bad.
Exactly. It worked out. Worked out in 2 different ways. We just have starting a new brand called No Bad, and we'd love to answer your no bad hockey questions.
And another correlation.
What
of
does that
how-
mean?
We'll get to what does it mean, but just no bad hockey questions, even helping you guys learn about hockey, growing the game, getting more people familiar with it. Also part of, why no bad's going to exist anyways. So just a perfect puzzle piece put together. But what does it mean?
Yeah, like obviously everyone knows different levels of the game, different rules, understandings of certain situations, or even just lingo, hockey-specific lingo, and we want to be able to try and spread that around as much as we can, and because we'd like to say we're pretty much experts in all things rules and situations in game. Like, we've only played for 2 decades, so we are going to do the best to help spread that knowledge, and we say no bad hockey questions because they could be the most basic, simplest things ever, maybe to us, but to you guys asking, they could be something that's you've never heard of before, especially if you don't live in the U.S. or Canada.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's exciting.
these
And for context, we don't know any of these questions.
No, only Frizz does.
Yeah.
So these questions come in through the fan club Instagram. We'll post a story probably 24 hours, 48 hours before we record our next episode. And it's up to you guys to DM us the questions, and we'll read them out for you. So the first question comes from Laura. She would like to know, how does the NHL draft work?
So there is
How do teams get their numbers? Who goes
let's see.
first? How many times a year is it?
Well, I guess the first initial thing is there's a certain birth year where like NHL teams can't talk to you until you get to a certain age.
Yeah.
You
You have 2 years to get drafted.
Yeah, you get 2 years to get drafted, but like obviously you're building your your reputation and just like who you are as a player from when you're younger through college.
So this past year, 05s were able to get drafted.
2005 birth year got drafted this year.
So the next year to be 06s are eligible.
So there's 7 rounds,
Something like that.
30 teams,
32
teams.
Who gets to pick first?
Well, it's the first pick's always a lottery pick, so it's like the combination, or
It's like 11 teams are in it.
and it's all about
Yeah.
probability. So the worse you are as a team within that chunk of teams that are within the lottery system, your probability of winning is higher, just because you have more.
Is it every team that's not in the playoffs
I
gets to
think
be in the
so.
draft lottery?
Yeah.
Then like what would it be? The 17th place team has the lowest odds of getting the first
Yeah.
pick, and then the 32nd worst last place team gets the highest odds.
It's literally like a bingo. They have all
Yeah.
these balls, they spin it, and the ball comes out, and whatever team's on
Super
it.
weird.
And which was the Hawks this year. They got the lottery pick.
And the reasoning they do the lottery is so teams don't purposely tank.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you end up winning the Stanley Cup or going to the Stanley Cup, you are getting the last or second last pick automatically, just because obviously you seem to be doing pretty well and you may not need as
Mhm.
much as the help. So
And also, though, just these points just keep popping in my head. Some years, teams don't even have picks in certain rounds because picks are used as assets in trades, too.
Yeah.
So you could trade a
away.
first-round pick for next year's draft, not even knowing where that pick will be.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a gamble. But
Uh-huh.
draft picks are also assets that can be used in trades. So some teams might have 3 first-round picks while another team has 0.
Yeah.
And
each
it's
year
always different.
it's at a different NHL stadium that will host the NHL draft. And the first round's always on one day, and then the following 2 through 7 rounds are on the next day.
I heard they might be moving it to virtual.
Really?
The
yeah, I don't
management
think
or
that's
something
gonna
was
go
complaining
through, though.
that
It's too much for
everyone going there just takes so long and it's kind of dumb, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess, I mean, I could
I
see
hope it
that.
doesn't happen.
But it's cool. It's like,
At least the first round should be in person.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, the first round.
was a grumpy
yeah,
old
so that's kind of
manager.
how
Yeah.
the NHL draft works.
Cuddy, how do you think we did at describing that?
It was pretty good. A little choppy at the start, but I
had to
think
piece it
I think
together.
he got the point across. Yeah.
Worst teams get odds of a higher pick. Best teams get a lower pick, and picks can be traded. And they're always different every year.
Yep. 32 teams.
And there's a lot of – it's a big deal because you can draft a player that's supposed to be a franchise player and grow with your team forever and ever and kind of save your team. Or you can draft someone who's a bust and never turns out and is just another waste of a year.
yeah.
And that was kind of there's also a second part to that question. She asked how trades work. So, yeah, in the NHL, you could trade players, you can trade draft picks. There's also rare things like future considerations with money and stuff like that too. So one player can be worth 4 players coming back another way, or it could be just 1 for 1. If you need a forward and you have an extra defenseman, you'll trade the D-man over and just kind of try and balance out your team the best you can.
Yep. It's all negotiation.
And okay,
It's
here's
business.
another one.
Business, yeah.
This is a good one. It's going to get the boys different opinions, thoughts. If you could
There
put
we go.
together a Dream 6 starting lineup, past or current players, who would you be? 3
Dream
forwards,
6?
2 D, 1 goalie.
Oh, man.
Anyone want to start?
Oh, man.
I think we're all going to put Gretzky on our top line.
Yeah, I was gonna say Gretzky in the middle, McKinnon, and Connor McDavid. It's my first 3 on the back end. That's tough. I don't really know many D-man. Doughty
Mm.
and what's his name? Who's that guy that played for the Penguins a long time ago? No, he's a forward.
Forward. You put in forward on D?
No,
Paul Coffey.
Coffee. Yeah, I'll have him
Goalie?
back there.
Pull coffee.
Goalie.
Your team's getting roasted.
Yeah,
by my
I think.
team.
Fleury.
Oh, a lot of
All right.
Pittsburgh.
All right. I'll put Gretzky center. Winger, need a goal scorer. I'll put Ovechkin over there. Other winger, let's see. We got a passer, we got a shooter, let's get a playmaker in there. Let's go with Patrick Kane. Defense, do Bobby Orr. I'm kind of with Cuddy here too. I don't know many defensemen. Bobby Orr, 'cause he's got a statue outside the Boston's arena.
Legend.
How can I forget about him?
Shoot.
Number 4, Bobby Orr.
Yeah, I'll go with Chara. Big defenseman.
Whoa.
And then goalie, I'm going to go with my first name, Martin Brodeur.
Good pick.
Good pick. Good goalie pick.
This ain't gonna be easy for me, but I'm gonna go. McDavid, Sidney Crosby, Wayne Gretzky. Don't care. They can figure out what positions they can play. They just need to be on the ice. And then we got on D. This is not easy. I think I got to go with Shea Weber.
Oh yeah.
Good slap shot.
Huge slap shot. Mean slap shot.
And then I'm trying to think of an older D that would be really good on this team.
You mean to find some names?
Like I could go Bobby Orr. I think I'll go Bobby Orr. Bobby Orr and Shea Weber.
I can't believe I missed Bobby Orr.
And then I'll
Hey.
put in net.
This has coffee as the second best D of all time.
Who's one?
Bobby.
Oh, nice.
And then on net, I'm going to put Patrick Waugh.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Waugh.
Okay.
That's a good pick.
I'm mixing it up. I'm not going Gretzky. Not going Gretzky.
Well, I was thinking, too, is like Gretzky and McDavid. McDavid's got to be better.
Yeah, I'm my front
Might get
three.
roasted for that.
My front
Yeah,
three.
that's a big debate there.
I'm going.
I would love to debate that.
McDavid, Crosby, or no, yeah, McDavid, Crosby, and changing it up.
Scheifele.
I'm doing McDavid, McKinnon, and Stamkos.
Adam Lowry.
Because
Line
so McDavid and McKinnon are just going to bring pure speed, and then Stamkos just going to bring that dynamic shot and just a hard working guy. D-man, I'm going Nick Lindstrom and Bobby Orr. Just steady D-man that can just move the puck up to those forwards and just let them go to work.
Love it.
Goalie, I'm blanking on his name, but it's Tampa's goalie.
Vasilevsky.
Yeah, Vasilevsky. So I'm going with.
Okay. I think I got to go with Gretzky, Lemieux, and McDavid as my line. I think that sounds pretty deadly.
Yeah.
D, I was going to say Lidstrom as well. And then on his D partner is going to be Chris Pronger.
I was also going
That's
to
who
pick
I was trying to
Pronger.
think of.
Just to, I need some grit out there.
Yeah.
That guy's scary and hard to get around.
Yeah.
Goalie. I'm always bad with goalies. Actually, I'm gonna take out Lidstrom. I'm gonna put Makar in there.
Making a trade.
I'm gonna put Cale Makar in there.
Good.
I like him.
Stud.
And then goalie. Let's go with Dominic Hasek,
Oh yeah.
Nice.
the guy with the cool mask.
Which team do you think would come in last out of our league here that we just created?
I think it'd be some fun hockey to watch. That's for sure.
We
Yeah,
could-
we
let's
should-
go
we
get
should
NHL.
AI
You
generate
could do
our
it in
teams.
NHL.
Let's go get NHL
Yeah.
24. Put all these teams together and let them play in the computer.
We should.
do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
make fully
Make your own
custom
team.
teams.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And then we can put some money down and play some bets. That'd be fun.
That would be
Let's
fun,
do it.
actually.
Cause
Yeah, it'd be really fun.
Gretzky playing with him in NHL, like the video games, he's not that good.
See the slow a bit.
No, he just gets buried because he's small.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you have a guy who's huge, like Chara.
Chara.
If he gets a hold of him, Gretzky's going to be laying on the ice for 10 seconds. And then
Yeah.
you're basically on the penalty kill because he can't get up.
I think we got to do this.
We could.
But what I was actually thinking about, though, that's hard to tell would be if, like, for Gretzky and McDavid, if McDavid was put in the era of Gretzky, like, how do you compare that? because McDavid's faster, better hands, better. Every attribute has to be better than Gretzky for McDavid.
I'd
The
say,
reason
yeah.
Gretzky was so good maybe was like the level of play was way lower.
Yeah.
I think players are
hard to-
definitely stronger and faster now, like hockey strength. I think back then there was like more like tough and grit strength.
Yeah.
And they were able to get away with a lot more. So they had to battle through that. You got to think of that. Like, could
Mhm.
McDavid battle through guys literally whacking him every
At
2
the
seconds?
hands, yeah.
I don't know.
It's like
Yeah.
it's
It's
like
the LeBron MJ
LeBron,
debate.
yeah,
It's
Yeah,
so hard.
It's
true.
the same
True.
thing. It's too hard to put them in different eras.
I don't know.
Yep.
Because if we were arguing with our dads about McDavid versus Gretzky, they'd probably be mad.
My dad wouldn't know.
Neither with mine.
But let's just put it, if Gretzky didn't score 1 goal, he would still have most points in NHL history.
Yeah, that's
by a lot.
insane.
That is crazy.
So when you think of that, like, I don't think he could ever be broken.
Yeah, I don't.
His biggest attribute was hockey IQ, which is the exact same thing that differentiates any player nowadays. You could be the fastest guy, but if you just don't think it quick enough, then you're really, I don't know, not useless.
It's
But
true.
it's all about IQ, and he was the smartest man out there.
There's some good names dropped, though. That was good.
Yeah, we
Good
have
job, boys.
There's some good teams.
we got one more question. This is a unique one. I like it. Nick asks, what is your favorite play to watch and execute? I already know mine right away.
Your favorite play?
One timer, top corner, top of the circles. That's my favorite goal to see being scored, and that's my favorite play to do. One timer, which is a pass coming from one section of the ice right to your tape, and you hit it right away without stick handling or moving, and it's usually a pretty dynamic, hard shot on net if you get it on net, and hopefully in the top corner.
You like top corner bar down ski one-timers?
Oh, yeah. Get the crowd fired up.
Those are cool.
Let's see. I think that favorite play. I think I gotta go with the D-man reverse.
Oh, yeah, behind the net in the corner.
Yeah,
Those
yeah,
are
like
fun.
D-man wheeling around the net, and the forward, because forwards are not as smart as D-man. They'll always chase the guy with the puck, and then D-man just a little reverse back to the other D. I know the communication it takes, so usually good. Sometimes no communication if the D-man or both D partners really know each other and have good chemistry, and it's just a nice little pass. Personally, that's the one I love to execute when I was on the ice, and it's nice and clean, simple, and fun to watch.
I always like doing the. I guess it's kind of similar to Lawson, but for the forwards, like myself, when you take that hard cut right on the other side of the offensive blue line, and your teammate is cutting behind you, and you drop it to him, so the defender's like coming at you, but you drop it to your whatever winger, and he takes it down the wall. I always love doing that, but there's a high chance that you get blown up in that play.
And that leads into my favorite play.
Open
you
ice
guys are-
hit.
You guys are gonna love it. No, I love the take a hit to make the play. Like, you have the puck, and you know you're gonna just get rocked by someone. You're just in a bad position, but somehow you're able to make a pass to your teammate, and they're able to score. I think that's a really fun play to watch.
The old take a hit to make a play.
Yeah.
I would never have expected anyone to play hockey for that to be their favorite play.
No.
Not a breakaway,
not?
nothing.
Well, the guy's got to score, obviously. That just makes it so
Yeah.
much better.
I think the best play is like an insane end-to-end rush and end up scoring. But my
Coast to
sleeper
coast.
pick is a super skilled tip.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Tips
When
are
guys
fun.
are tipping like insane angles in perfect spots, that's just something
Yeah.
I can appreciate.
I got a sleeper pick too that I just thought of. I always liked being a winger on the board side wall, offensive zone. Center wins it clean back to you. You take it around the circle and just rip a shot.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Man, those got harder and harder as the years went on.
The D-man walking a line and doing the fake shot, and then
That's a good one.
and then you like either keep going backwards because the forward like stops, or you break them and then you toe drag, or you fake it and then stop and then go around like Cale Makar moves.
Oh, I got another
Those
one now.
are
I
I
got another one
really
too.
really enjoy watching a well executed D-man on the blue line play.
Yeah. Speaking of that, just because I love making defensemen look stupid. Was I love on a PK, a shorthanded goal, when the D messes up and shoots it right into the guy's shin pads and he goes down on a breakaway and scores.
Yeah.
I love when the D just looks
I
stupid.
would say
Yeah.
the opposite
And
for me.
I'd always try to get in Lawson's head in practice.
You'd
when I
block
was
him.
on the practice penalty kill against
Yeah.
our good power play. Just
Uh-huh.
do everything in my power to block Lawson's shot or pass.
Well, that's like.
And it would always work.
Mm-hmm.
Practice power play would be what would either ruin my day or make it just a normal day. And usually in practice, it sucked when we did PP. I actually hated Wednesday practices because of that, and Thursday, like end of the week practices. I did not like those because
we hated
they would
them too.
usually ruin my day.
Yeah.
I'd be like, all right, and then all these expectations to score goals on the power play.
That was our scout penalty kills time to just get all our anger out and make everyone else mad and be like, we are not going to let you score.
and it's like, all right.
But then the days that the power play was dominant in practice, it was like
rarely
yeah.
happened though. Did not happen.
But when they
often.
did,
Yeah, then it's fun. Rub
then
it
you
back
just
in your
look
faces.
stupid.
No, I was gonna say, Will, when you said that, describing what you would do to Lawson on the PK in practice, I always loved in like actual games when you're on a PK and you're out there and you like are sliding to block a shot and you like get it off your shin pads and like your whole team's just going
It's a great
crazy.
feeling.
That's a great feeling. That's the one defensive like play that I would do any day of the week, right off the shin pads.
Cuddy, you're gonna have some fun micro to chop up here. You're just gonna be getting highlights of all the plays.
We really sound like we were all really good at
I'll
hockey.
have to send you in our
I
game
PK'd
footage.
in a game maybe twice.
Oh, he can get the pros. He can get the pros doing what we're describing.
Yeah, I'll find some
Some
pro
cool
clips.
stuff. But
Yeah,
yes, thank
2012 LA Kings.
Yeah. Thank you for the first round of no bad hockey questions. If we missed something that you might have be curious about, DM us.
I hope we
No.
explained everything properly.
Here's what we're doing. Here's what we're doing to make it clear. Leave a comment on a TikTok video for the No Bad Hockey questions so that we can take that comment. We're going to reply to it on TikTok. So whether you're listening, whatever, just drop your No Bad Hockey questions there or DM. Like we will take DM ones too, but it'll be nice and clean and easy to like reply to the comment for the No Bad Hockey questions. So
Good call.
we'll remind you guys of that again on the social media.
I like it. Should we play some
It's
games?
a fun segment. Yeah, let's do it.
Who wants to go first? Riddler or Mr. Yell?
Riddler's doing his Riddler dance.
Riddler's
my
ready.
Riddle. I got my riddle out and ready.
Pull it up.
All right, you guys ready?
You know what? Before he starts, Cuddy was giving us some hilarious riddles on Sunday when we were hanging out.
Yelly was. Yelly found.
Oh,
a
it was
link.
Yelly. It was Yelly doing it.
I found the
He was
greatest
stumping me. And
forum page of just like good riddles, not just like your dumb ones. I sent it to Cuddy, so I don't know if he pulled one from that.
I was too scared to pull it because I knew you were looking through them. But
Okay, we're 4-0 by the way, everybody.
Yeah.
We've won 4
Was
straight
it been
riddles.
4 already?
it's been 4. This is episode 5, and we had an episode with the empty netters, so
I think you got to legit give us a timer though, so
it makes it
'Cause-
more fair.
yeah,
'cause
last
you guys
week
could
we were-
sit here forever and
yeah,
do it.
set a timer after you say it.
Okay, I'll just watch the timer on my GoPro here. Okay, ready?
Yep.
I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind. What am I?
I'm thinking a seed.
I think
What?
I've heard this one before.
Say it again.
I speak without a mouth. I hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind.
Trees, leaves.
What am I?
Pretty sure it's waves.
I was thinking a wind chime. But I don't know how they hear.
One more time, please,
Hear
sir.
with no ears.
I speak without a mouth. I hear without ears. I have no body. I come alive with wind. What am I?
I've definitely heard it before, but I
Yeah.
can't. I don't have it locked in.
Speak without
Thunder.
a body. Hear without ears. I come alive with wind.
So it's I don't know, something in nature of some sort, I would say.
How much time do you guys want?
2 minutes.
It's fair.
2 minutes.
Speak.
Trees.
Yeah, it's either a tree or.
but body doesn't make sense.
How do they hear?
I don't know. They don't.
That's the catch
The
here.
hearing is the one they got
Come
away.
alive with wind.
It'd be a cloud.
Kites. Anything with kites. The kite flows in the wind.
Here.
Windmill.
You got 1 minute.
Treadmill.
Here. So there's
Here.
no face, no mouth, or no ears.
Comes alive with the wind. This one's gonna hurt.
First said
one's
wave.
gonna hurt.
Okay, we need an answer.
We have
here.
to guess.
Shoot. Okay, best educated guess, everyone here. What are we putting together?
30 seconds.
All I got is wind chime.
So we got a wind
Speaks,
chime,
but I don't know how it hears, so I don't like that one.
tree. Shoot, guys, we might.
I got nothing.
Frizz, you look like you're thinking hard.
Well, I know I've heard this one. I just can't remember it.
I got nothing.
Frizz, you go ahead and just say an answer unless Lawson has one.
Is it the ocean or water?
The ocean is incorrect.
No.
Damn, you kind of hooked me there for a little
You
bit.
thought you had it, eh?
What was it?
The answer is an echo.
Oh.
Boo.
We thought too hard. We thought too practical.
that-
Gotta think broadly on that one.
Congrats.
An echo.
I think the wind thing. I actually don't get it still.
Comes alive with wind. I think the
That
wind just
doesn't make
helps carry
sense.
the echo.
That's too tough.
That's bull crap.
That's
Yeah.
baloney.
You're
Who
bull crap.
in the world knew that you needed wind for an echo? To me, you just needed a tunnel.
Where'd you find that?
Where's the wind in the tunnel in the cave that you say hello and it comes back?
Yeah.
There's no wind.
It's a scrappy one.
What a baloney riddle that was like in a
He had to.
We're not
He
competitive.
had to give us some dirty
that was
dirty
just
cheap shots.
dirty
to
cheap
beat us.
shot right to the chin.
Screw your echo.
Yeah, he's all high and mighty.
This Riddler.
I think he read it wrong. Still,
He skipped the line.
Dang it.
That's a big win for the Riddler.
Bunch
I'll
of sore
take it.
losers over here.
Finally off.
That
of
was
the-
I looked up expert level.
Oh, no wonder why.
Yeah.
Expert level.
You guys are experts. 4-0. Come on now.
An hour 4-1.
Wait, did you guys ever watch The Hobbit?
Yep, love it.
Those riddles in there.
Those are hard, eh?
Gollum, those ones are insane.
You remind me of Gollum.
Good. Anyways, what do you got for us?
Fan favorite of the week.
Which one's Gollum?
Little
The
creature.
little
Oh,
guy that
exactly.
holds the ring.
Guy who looks like.
Like Frizz.
Yep. Okay.
Who's
so
the guy in Harry Potter? Dobby?
Dobby.
Dobby. Similar character, I would say.
Dabby.
Okay. So fan favorite of the week. This one was made based off of our little hangout on Sunday when we were watching hockey, tuning into some football every now and again on that day. What is your favorite all-time go-to Sunday food? Could be a snack, could be a meal, something that you think is your favorite on a Sunday.
Depends on what time of the year it is for me.
Hmm.
I know we did this a lot in college. Me, Will, Trey, and Batesy. We'd always get wings on Sunday and watch football.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That'd probably be my favorite.
Wings.
Worldwide Wings, Superior, Wisconsin.
Shout out Worldwide Wings.
No free ads.
Best wing place in America.
Wilford.
Wings is a good one. But just for like a normal Sunday in my life now, I do still occasionally, I need to do it more, still grill up a little Sunday steak.
Nice.
I like that little tradition, but I haven't been sticking to it too much, but I got to go with steak.
Steak it is.
This is just like a childhood thing that I think kind of carried over for me, but it was my family really liked to get Chinese food on Sunday nights. Just like nice big old variety, maybe 5-6 different dishes, and I'll grab a little bit of each one, and that was my favorite because then on Monday you got the leftovers.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
Going with
Potatoes.
no.
Spuds.
Well, actually, that was a common Sunday. A steak potato thing was a very common Sunday. Kind of usually when we got the family together. So did that, but I got to go with just a good French toast.
Oh,
French toast
Didn't even
was-
think about breakfast.
yeah.
French toast was a common thing that my mom would make in junior on the days that we didn't on the day offs. So when you didn't have to go to practice, a lot of the time Sundays was the day. So It's always great, a little bit of syrup on there. Treat myself maybe with some of the
Say it.
the
Powdered
white
sugar.
powdered sugar. Yes.
Oh yeah.
But I was a health nut back then too, so I said, nope, can't have
Sugar.
that.
Sugar-free syrup.
No, that was the treat, was the sugar and the syrup, and then
I could
good old French toast.
throw
From
back
Mom.
French toast. Like it's nobody's business.
Oh man, yeah, it doesn't really fill you up either. You can just
Yeah,
hammer
it's
them out.
fluffy.
And then all of a sudden, boom.
Yeah.
It hits you.
And you go take a nap on the couch as NASCAR plays on the TV.
Would you say pancakes, French toast, or waffles?
Waffles are mine.
I think waffles are mine too.
French toast, I would go.
Pancakes for me. I like a good IHOP flapjack short stack. Like, dude, those pancakes are so good.
I'm not a huge pancake guy. I would go
Yeah.
French toast over pancake.
I just think that, like, when my dad was making French toasts growing up, it was always,
Burnt.
well, no, it was always like whole wheat bread, so it didn't taste as good as those processed pancakes.
Yeah, the processed pancakes. Boom.
Did you
so
pick your
good.
food? I guess.
Yeah,
I think
pick your fan favorite, Yelly.
Oh, yeah, thinking back to, like, growing up, family supper, it was always, like, or most of the time, it was, steak. But I low-key, I really like a chili bowl on a Sunday.
Ooh.
Because when I lived with my uncle in New Jersey, he used to make this homemade chili, and he would make it on the weekends because it would last, like, for most of the week. I always looked forward
Would
to
you
that
put some
first
crunch
bowl.
in there?
Oh, Fritos,
Fritos.
cheese, sour
Mm.
cream, all the goodies.
This weekend might be a chili weekend. I have to make some chili. Cuddy's been eating some chili.
Yeah, my girlfriend made chili last weekend. It was really good. That was the first time I ever heard of someone putting sour cream in chili, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's very common.
Yeah,
Very
I didn't-
common,
I
yeah.
didn't know that, so I tried that. It was
Super
very
Is it a
common.
vegan chili?
It was vegan chili, yeah.
A lot of
Vegan
vegans.
meal. It's good though.
You have to sneak a ribeye in there.
Some ground beef I made on the side.
Chili.
Did she have ground beef was there a replacement for the ground beef?
Yeah, there was
Tofu?
It wasn't tofu. It was some sort of vegan
Cauliflower.
meat, something. Yeah, Yelly would probably know it, but
What was it?
I don't know.
It's crazy because what Cuddy's girlfriend Kennedy's like vegan, right? I did that for like a full year in college, and they have literally every single meat replacement you can ever think of.
What's it
It's
usually
actually
made of?
crazy. Like she can get lunch meat.
I think most of it's pea. I don't know. Frizz could correct me, but a lot of it was
There's
like
just
pea
tons of different
stuff,
things.
soy, I guess. I don't know.
What's tofu?
Soybeans.
Tofu, it's so hit or miss for me. I have it sometimes, and it's the worst thing ever.
Curds of soybeans pressed.
But sometimes it actually tastes good. It's so weird. I don't know.
But then there's like things coming out like soy's not good for you and stuff like that either.
It's like we always have this debate.
Again,
Yeah.
There is-
everyone, 1,000 people on one side, 1,000 people on the other.
Welcome to
Exactly.
the health and wellness space.
Mhm.
That's why we lift
Don't-
good and
don't
eat whatever.
care.
Too much thinking does no good for me. 20 mics.
Funny text I got yesterday actually was from my old man. He
Yes,
said,
come on, let's hear it.
He said, "Great episode, many laughs."
Hey, Bobby.
And then I said, I was like, "Thanks, I'm glad you liked it." And then he's like, "I think you guys are onto something." So we're heading in the right direction, according
It's
to
a man of
Bob.
few words, Bob.
He's probably listening to this out shoveling snow right now or doing chores. So appreciate you.
He's got to send in some questions, some no bad hockey questions. Maybe we can teach him a few things about the sport.
Yeah, I'm sure he learned a lot growing up teaching me, but I'm sure there's some stuff now that he's wondering about. What's going on in the NHL? He probably
Yeah.
doesn't even care, but
That's awesome, though. I was pumped when I heard that he
Yeah.
had good feedback on the show and
he loves
liked the
listening.
new format.
Yeah, he loves ever since like our buddies, the No Bad Days, started up their podcast. He listened to every episode.
Yeah.
like there's
Our
something
buddies.
about something about
Our buddies, the no bad days.
something
Our
about
buddies.
farmers just always have the Bluetooth speaker in the tractors or out in the shop, and it's just
Yeah.
something else other than the radio to listen to. You know.
Do your
So.
parents listen to the show?
My mom does.
Your mom does?
Everyone. She watches
about-
on YouTube or listens at the
What about
channel.
you?
I think not like consistently, but they do, and I think that's across like my brother. I'm pretty sure tunes in. He sees. I mean, they see all our stuff that we do, like on all our other channels. But yeah, they listen every now and again for sure.
I don't think my brothers listen.
No. I think the only episode I don't know, like extended family or friends would have listened to would have been like my personal one. Probably not all the update ones, but
My brothers listen. They probably make fun of me.
really?
Yeah, they're just rude.
They're not proud of you?
Maybe deep down.
That's funny.
Hopefully they're listening to this one so they can prove me wrong.
Yeah, we need to. So we've earned Cuddy's father's respect, Bob, the compliment. Now we got to work our way to the text from Will's brothers on the show.
I'm gonna get them. I'm just gonna send them everything, every day, everything we post until they say something good.
Those
like
likes
it.
add up.
They yeah, they're always like, "Oh, you got to do this? Cool." I'm like, "Yeah, I got to do that because I did this," and then they're like, "Yeah, well,
Yeah.
punks."
That's my cousin. He's been saying the same thing. He's like, I can't believe you guys have been able to do all this stuff, like this, that, and the other. I just sounded like Dave there saying that.
This, that, and the other.
He always says that. Yeah, and it's just like, yeah, but 3 years to get to here, there's all this other stuff that had to be done to be able to get that opportunity. So, yeah.
Kids, they'll learn.
Well, maybe just a little quick Patreon message. Just and we'll be very transparent with it. We have not figured out all the ropes with Patreon yet, and Cuddy can attest to this.
Yes.
Is that our game plan with it right now is we wanted to talk more, do more of a candid, well, we're already trying to be candid here, but an even more hockey-specific candid thing. So we're putting episodes on Patreon, and we're putting out our first ones and testing it out. We're learning the platform. It's all free. We're going to keep it free for X amount of time. We don't even know yet. Again, just very unplanned, but that's the way it's going right now. So what else do you have to say to it?
Yeah, it's just another platform, I guess, to put out extra content and for some of our diehard fans to go tune in if they are interested. But yeah, we're still trying to figure out the ropes. It's they're kind of doing a new business change. So
What day the episode's coming out for Patreon?
that is still being figured
We're
out
still
too.
figuring that out
right?
too.
It's just, I don't know.
We're talking.
I know we're in the second week now of Patreon trying to figure it out. And and yeah, we haven't really figured out a good workflow for it yet.
I have a
so.
question then for the people listening who are interested in the Patreon, because these episodes come out on Monday. Would you prefer a double up on a Monday or another episode, the Patreon episode coming out Wednesday or Thursday? Maybe get
Good
some
question.
feedback.
Yeah.
Feedback, I will say, feedback always helps.
Mhm.
I mean, it's the
If I had to
best way
pick,
to
if I had to
improve
pick,
our
I would
show.
say I'd want another one in Wednesday or Thursday, so I could look.
Yeah, I
something
would
to look
do that
forward
too.
to. But,
yeah.
For sure.
and maybe we won't take your feedback, but we probably will. Yeah,
That's it.
that's it.
That's
I'm going to read
wraps
this
up.
giveaway prompt one more time.
Yeah.
There you go.
Let's plug that again. We're pumped for that.
We are.
I'm
so
excited for the month of November. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Will.
If everyone's done talking, I'll wrap it up here and I'll say the instructions. Very, very important instructions because we are super excited to be starting our own brand called No Bad, as you may know, and we are running a weekly giveaway until the first No Bad drop date. This first official giveaway is 2 NHL tickets to any team of your choice and 1 Visa gift card worth $100, which you can use to go have a fun time at your favorite NHL team's game. Have a great time. How to win and enter to win. Follow the No Bad Instagram page at No Bad Shop, NOBADSHOP at No Bad Shop. Click the link in the bio and enter your email. It's super simple, and we can't wait to choose our winner because we love giving away cool things. And this might be the coolest. Yeah, this is easily the coolest thing that we've ever given
Yeah.
away. 2 NHL tickets, a gift card to go have fun. Enjoy, enter, give us some love. Thank you for listening. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and good luck in the giveaway.
Let's go.
Cuddy, sign us out.